Yes.
How are you doing? Welcome to Smell the Coffee on this beautiful, fantastic Tuesday morning.
I think everyone should vote at least once in their lifetime.
No, honestly.
If not like forever and ever. You just need to try it once, especially
once.
for these young voters. Just go and try it once. You see how you would feel. You'd feel like a big thing. You've done something so big, so great. You've contributed to, society and, possibly
Your future.
Your future, yeah.
It's what you were saying yesterday about how the first time you went to vote, you felt so excited and you're like, oh my goodness. And I think a lot of people are actually going to feel that excitement as well.
Polling stations open at 9.
Is it 9 or 7?
I'm not sure.
I heard 7.
We'll double check and then tomorrow we'll come and give you.
It's 7.
It's 7.
It's 7 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
polling stations open at 7. So please, lovelies.
Yeah, go queue up at 5. You're already there. You
You're
don't
already
want, and it's
there.
hot, you guys.
Yeah.
You don't want, by 8, the sun is out. You don't want to cross with the sun. Go at 6 or 5, queue up already, be the first, get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And
because let's be honest, if Beyonce was to come here today, you would queue for those tickets at 5
4 a.m. Yeah, you would,
Yeah.
definitely.
So go queue up, as Aina is saying, you don't want to cross paths with that sun. And the thing is, the later, like the more you delay it, you'll be like, but now the sun, and I'm so tired.
And if you don't go in the morning, you're going to say, oh, the sun is too hot.
Yes.
Let me go later in the evening. And then something's going to come up
later in the evening. Yeah.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that said that you should always do the things that you don't want to do first, so that you just get it out of the way.
Yes.
So if you are one of those people that is like contemplating about voting, or no, but then the sun and the queues, just go early in the morning, get it out of the way, get it over and done with.
Definitely.
And then you have the rest of your day to do whatever it is that you want to do.
Definitely. And don't forget that Synergy and ShopRite are giving you a Santa-filled, fantastic Merry Christmas gift right at your doorstep. All you have to do is...
So basically, you just have to save the WhatsApp number 085-785-6231, and then you can just SMS Christmas wish list.
Yeah.
And then you can just follow the prompts. Or if you need a more detailed explanation, let's take a look at just how you can get Santa to deliver your gift right at your door.
As the holiday season draws near, ShopRite and Synergy Chatbot are delivering the Christmas spirit. Welcome at Santa's wish list. Follow the instructions to submit your drawing and letter to Santa. Step 1. Start by drawing a picture for Santa. And when you're done, just jot down a few details about yourself right next to it. Step 2. Scan the QR code and it will open up WhatsApp with a little message that says #ShopRiteSanta. Just send that message to Santa. Or if you like, you can also type #ShopRiteSanta into WhatsApp and send it to the number as indicated. Step 3. Follow the simple steps in the chatbot and submit your name and age. And most excitingly, the present you've picked from the list. Don't forget to include your physical address so Santa can find his way to you. Step 4. Once you've completed the previous steps, snap a photo of your drawing and your letter to Santa to submit your entry.
Now, remember, I'm looking forward to all the wonderful drawings and letters you'll be sending my way. See you soon, and keep spreading that holiday cheer. Ho, ho, ho!
Now, the Miss Universe competition may be over, but the drama certainly is not. Miss Universe CEO Anne Jakrajutitip, also known as Anne JK Anne or Anne Kun on social media, has sparked online outrage after she made a comment about the beauty pageant being revolutionized again after crowning a blonde and blue-eyed contestant, Victoria Telvig of Denmark. Telvig was crowned Miss Universe at the Mexico City hosted pageant last weekend. The transgender CEO said, "Are you you happy? Are you happy with blonde hair and blue eyes? While the crowd cheered during a press conference. But this specific comment made her face internet backlash. In another clip that is making rounds on social media, Anne was asked, which are your strategic steps for the evolution of beauty pageants? And she went on to say, we have blonde hair and blue eyes, so we're coming to the ultimate evolution already. These specific comments left a bad taste, as this is the first time in 30 years that the Miss Universe organization crowned a contestant from Europe. The controversial Thai businesswoman further went on to repost Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-post that read, biological and objectively attractive women are allowed to win pageants again. We are so back. This specific ex-post also caused online controversy, with social media users disagreeing with what he is saying, with many speculations that what he actually means is sexist and racially motivated. A pageant blogger, Lucas Sigarini, shared his thoughts on his Instagram account about the drama of the Miss Universe, and also shared clips where Anne JKN made the remark about the evolution of beauty in pageants. The concerning statements from the director and CEO, combined with the subpar production quality and execution of ideas, suggest that the organization is more focused on garnering attention for themselves rather than uplifting and empowering women, he wrote.
I'm over Miss Universe. I think it's an overdone idea. It has been in existence for as long as I can remember. I don't care.
I agree with just cancelling beauty pageants altogether.
Like, I just don't care. It's just, yeah.
Because also this idea of society loves to put women against each other.
Yes, and that's what pageants do.
Yes.
They put you so down.
So down.
And
because it's
apparently
like,
they want to uplift you. But how are you
Yes.
going to uplift me?
How?
If you are pitting me against other women.
Exactly.
Your beauty is subjective. You are saying to me that I am not beautiful.
Because
that's
you
why
don't have
didn't-
blonde hair and blue
yes,
eyes.
that's why you didn't choose me.
Exactly.
It's just...
I genuinely agree with the idea of just cancelling pageants. It's fine. I'm not saying models should not exist. Models should exist, but they're for runway and all of those other things. But in terms of pageantry, nah. Because also, if we look at it, what have most of these contestants done after their reign?
Yeah.
Not much, really. So let's just, it's
Yeah,
2024,
actually,
guys.
let's talk about Miss Universe contestants who, all beauty pageants, you win, you get your clout, and then you
That's it.
disappear. There's somebody else after you.
Exactly.
Even on this scale.
I think Zosie is one of those people that actually managed to make a name for herself, but not because of Miss Universe. She made a name for herself outside of the pageantry world. You know, right now I know Zosie for everything else. It's
But
when people are like,
pageantry.
oh yeah, she was Miss Universe. I'm like, oh yeah, right, she was. Because she was like, you know what, fine, I will use this clout to build a name for myself outside of pageantry.
Yeah.
Because again, there's a lifespan on pageantry. And again, what do you do when that year is done? Like you're
You-
saying, you get the clout for a year, it's done.
You get a life somewhere, and I think
And then you
go
move
back
on.
to being yourself, and I guess that's just that. On that,
Yeah.
let's talk about Tyla. Tyla has partnered up with Stanley. And yeah, I'm excited for that.
She now has a Stanley Cup. I just saw clips, no, actually pictures of it. Apparently it's called the what? Tyla Tigers or something. So the cup is basically bronze-ish.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a
for
It's a
Tiger.
it's a good cup.
I know my girl done manifested her whole life.
It's a fantastic cup. I saw, and she was so excited. You know, I'm in her broadcast list.
Okay.
And in that broadcast list, she gives like snippets of stuff that she doesn't talk about
Publicly.
You know, that she doesn't post on her
Okay,
feed.
okay.
So it's like, you know, little teasers into her life, intimate moments that she shares.
Nice.
So moving over to our next story. Our story is about, you know,
Our baby girl, favorite baby girl, Drake.
Drake is
Drizzy
accusing Universal Music of... Drake is accusing Universal Music of, you know, apparently he's basically saying that they are on Kendrick's side.
Yeah.
Because he was saying that... So Kendrick Lamar, Drake rather, says Frozen Moments LCC has issued, this is now Drake's company,
Yeah.
Frozen Moments LCC, they've issued a legal filing in Manhattan court accusing Universal Music Group and Spotify of illegally boosting streams of Kendrick Lamar's Grammy-nominated diss track Not Like Us by allegedly using bots, undisclosed payments, and biased recommendations, according to court documents viewed by Pitchfork. Universal Music Group did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices, wrote the attorneys of the Canadian Rappers Company. It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves. Drake's attorney accuses Universal Music Group of violating the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act, implementing deceptive pay-to-play business practices and using false advertising under New York state law. In the court documents, his attorneys claim they tried to meet and confer with Universal Music Group for the past several months, but the label declined to enter into substantive negotiations and instead allegedly insisted that they take it up with Lamar directly. In their pre-action petition, Drake's lawyers seeks countless documents from Universal Music Group and Spotify, including proof of payments or reduced licensing fees provided to the streaming platforms in exchange of promoting Not Like Us, and the identities of third parties that the Universal Music Group allegedly hired to use bots to increase its streams of songs or music videos. At one point in the legal document, Drake's lawyers claim Spotify recommended Not Like Us to users who search for unrelated songs and artists. As a result of Universal Music Group reduced licensing fees that a Universal Music Group employee paid an independent radio promoter to transfer those payments to radio stations who aired the song, and that they labeled paid influencers to promote the song on social media. In another story, allegedly Universal Music Group also fired some employees who were seen to be Drake's loyalists. Yes.
Oh my goodness. And I think Universal Music Group actually came out with a statement and said that we don't control what the listeners want to hear.
Yeah, that's basically what they said.
Because let's be honest, Not Like Us was a really big thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, fine, even if they were recommending it or whatever it is, I
They are probably recommending it because it's trending.
It's trending,
yes.
Exactly. Or if it is true that that's what he's claiming, it could be because that's what they were doing with his music, so he would have the know-how.
Yes.
Never think that? Because again, he didn't have a problem when his music was being pushed out.
Yes, when it was trending,
When
and
it was
all
trending.
we're seeing is Drake,
Yes.
Drake, all over the place.
All over the place.
Yes.
So now,
he also had that time.
exactly.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, so honestly, Drake, I think this just solidifies everything that Kendrick was saying, that you know what, you need to just, I don't know, man up. It's fine. Let the guy have his moment.
Yeah.
And Drake loyalists are, there are a lot.
Sometimes you win some, sometimes
You lose some. Just take your L like a man and move on.
It's
fine.
You don't do. Why? If I was rich and famous, such petty things wouldn't bother me.
Exactly.
I'm already unbothered, so imagine me with money. How unbothered I would be.
How nonchalant you would be. You already don't have any chalants to spare. I maintain my statement. If there's one person that's nonchalant, it's Aina Raiza Koyo.
Bro, why do you care?
Yeah.
You didn't lose money.
You didn't lose money. And the thing is, I think Drake is one of the most
didn't lose your
streamed
fame.
artists.
You are still healthy.
Yes.
You are still.
You
Why
still
do you?
have money.
Why are you going to spend money just to prove a point? And even if you prove this point, we've already played Not Like Us.
We already know it.
We already know that you lost. In our minds, you lost to Kendrick.
Exactly.
So,
and this beef is long over. Like,
yeah, why are you dragging this beef?
he wants to start it up again so that Kendrick can come and do what he did before. Like, just leave it alone, Drake. Because now Kendrick is probably cooking up another diss track. And then you're going to go cry. So just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just take it like a man. Take your L like a man. Move on with your life. You're still Drake. You still have money. if I'm not mistaken, is one of the most streamed artists. So just take your L. and
Does
move
Drake
on.
have a Grammy?
Yes. Yes, he
Oh,
does. He's
okay.
got a few Grammys actually. So
Okay.
move
Yeah.
on with your life.
You're good.
You're good to go. But nevertheless, that brings us to the end of our top stories. We'll be right back with our guest segment.
All you need to conquer the world is a good fashion statement piece and your personal style. Speaking of which, we are here with Wesley Gaingob, and we are talking all things Katutura Fashion Week. And you know, the MTC Windhoek Fashion Week is happening on the 6th to the 9th, but then we're so blessed to have another fashion week, which is Katutura Fashion Week, and Wesley will be telling us all about that. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Anna. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So when and where will the Katutura Fashion Week be taking place for those who don't know?
Katutura Fashion Week will take place on the 22nd and the 23rd of November at FNCC Franco Namibian Center. Yeah.
Okay. So what inspired the creation of Katutura Fashion Week, and how has the event grown since its inception?
It has been inspired through diversity, culture, and unisex of pride. Throughout the 5 years that we have been doing the Katutura Fashion Week, we have developed so many intents of models. We have inspired so many people out there. So we are just here to break out more on with what we have to do.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about this year's theme and the event, how it would be reflected throughout the entire event.
This year's thing is creativity and diversity of culture. And we are having so many artists this year. We plan to have so much entertainment for this year. So we have so many. We have about 16 artists performing on different days, Fridays and
Are
Saturdays.
these musical artists or are these visual artists? Because artist is broad.
It's musical artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How does Katutura Fashion Week celebrate and promote culture in Namibia?
I would say it celebrates all diversities of culture, and we don't have any boundaries to who has to come and who has to not. So what Katutura has been doing is it's not an inclusive or a place where anybody is excluded.
Yeah.
We welcome any genders, any pride of person of related. And how do we promote? We promote it through visual sense of art and runways. So we hope that this year will be much bigger and better, since this is the 6th edition of Katutura Fashion Week.
Okay. Talk to us about some of the highlights over the years that you have had with Katutura Fashion Week in terms of fashion, in terms of design and showcases.
Okay, recently I also just joined like 2 years ago, so I won't say the other previous years, but for my 2 years that I've been with Katutura Fashion Week, it has been immense of designs and everything. So I've met so many wonderful designers, both local and international, and we quite good. I have received so much of it because I have also been part of the models that were taking part last year, so it was good.
Okay. And then how does the organizing committee support local and emerging designers, models and other talents for them to get involved in Katutura Fashion Week?
How do we involve?
How do you support the local people, like the designers, the models and the artists, for them to be involved in the Fashion Week?
Well, as I said in the beginning, Katutura Fashion Week is the broad for everybody. So once you step into it, or once we have you on our platform, I think it's a door open for you. So we're just here to market you. We're here to give you the spotlight. So I don't want to say it's up to you, but we have given you the pleasure to be seen, to be known. So from there, it will be up to you to take it out and see how it leads and where it goes for you. So we are really blessed and glad to be the team that's out there to market and produce all the incentives of cultures and designs.
Okay. What are some of the challenges that you have faced as part of the organizing committee when it comes to putting this event together?
Sure. I should say sponsorship. Sponsorships are one of the most important criteria that faces challenges with us. You will get this year, you will get 2-3 sponsors, and then the show will run off good. But then next year, you are hoping to be better than what you had last year. But then you only get 2 and 3 sponsors. So sometimes it's really nerve-wracking.
The resources aren't there. Okay, so beyond fashion, how does Katutura Fashion Week then engage with the Katutura community to ensure a positive impact?
How to engage for a positive impact? We normally don't have charity outworks of after or even before the show itself. So what we normally basically do is once the project or the event is finalized for the 2 days that we have, we instantly sit back and see how the challenges were, and once we have a good impact of what we have done, and then we hopefully go back to the communities and give them a little bit of what we have throughout the year and throughout the show.
Okay. Where can people get the tickets from? And are there packages, like are they VIP, general, and so forth and so on?
The tickets are on sale on Web Tickets Namibia. It's from kids are $50 Namibian, and then the general is $150, and then the front row VIP is $250 Namibian.
Okay. Moving forward, what are some of the goals of Katutura Fashion Week? Let's say 5-year goal plan.
There is some surprise I can't say at the moment.
Would have to come to the show
too. But then Katutura Fashion Week for next year won't be held in Namibia.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I can just say till that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very exciting. How ironic, it's Katutura Fashion Week, but not in Namibia.
It won't
You should take it to Katutura. Has it ever been in Katutura itself? Where is the venue this year?
The venue is in town.
The venue is in town.
Yeah.
Okay. But nonetheless, Wesley, thank you so much for joining us on Smell the Coffee. We wish you all the best with the preparations for Katutura Fashion Week.
It was lovely to have me as a guest. Thank you.
You are most welcome. We will be right back. Please do stick around.
ShopRite Namibia and Synergy Chatbot are delivering the Christmas spirit. This festive season, I've got a very special surprise just for you. My magical elves will be delivering gifts straight to your doorsteps. Grab your crayons or pencils and draw me a picture. Simply save the number on your phone and follow the on-screen prompts.
On that note, we'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place. And tomorrow morning, grab your voter's card and go vote.